They told me that the reasons to use this Pokemon were presently unknown, but I'm gonna try and invent one, folks. Unown, the worst Pokemon in history. It only has hidden power. But, you know what it has? Levitate. That's ground immunity. That's Spike's immunity. It's got hidden power. That's a move that deals damage. That is a move that deals damage. Okay. I was hoping we face a Tyrannosaurus, hit it with HP fighting. Didn't come to pass like that. Instead, we're faced with a Skarmory, which we cannot quite do much to. We can't quite do anything to that, but I'm just gonna hope and pray that this doesn't have taunt, and then we'll be okay. After some thought, I feel confident. I feel fine. I feel good. I'm a tub of insects, and I'm here to stay. I'm here to stick around. It's a neutral scenario. We're both making 3 layers. I'm making layers, and you're making layers, and the rest comes naturally. The rest comes very naturally. Okay? Everybody understand one another? Everybody understand each other here? Let's do a bit of this. Let's do a touch of raw. Oh, interesting. A Gengar entry. Let's scout the moveset, why don't we? By the way, first game on a fresh account. We're up against what appears to be Big 5. I'm Big 5 unknown. You're Big 5, probably something that's more known than this. Probably a known entity like a Starmie, Zapdos. That sort of fellow. Probably that sort of guy. Probably that sort of. I don't know what I'm doing. You guys know what to do? I don't know. Not certain what to do. I think I beamed this. The guy could taunt me. I would accept an explosion. I would accept it. To explode there, I think, would be perfectly acceptable for Jim. Alright, right here you could consider a fire punch middle ground, but why not do this and then we invite again like the Blissey or something? Let's go Tyrannosaurus. Ah, how awkward. Wait, you went to Doug against Gengar. You just lucked out right there. That's crazy. You know who comes in here? You know who comes in here? I've got one idea. I've got one idea of who might be able to enter the field here. I'm just wondering, do you have a damnable... Do you got a Blissey? That's what I was trying to catch, a Blissey. You went Doug. Is it like a defensive switch on a Gengar? Kind of crazy. Unless you were catching a double to Tyrannosaurus in particular. That's too specific. It's too specific for you to do such a thing. Alright, we'll see. Okay, you go Suicune. Dude, I think offensive Gar might get this KO. Not quite, but... Not quite, but hey. Not quite, but hey. I clicked the Ice Punch just because it's proper, but I can't believe you actually went back to Doug. It's a... Let that be a lesson. Let that be a lesson to you. It worked the first time you randomly caught my Tyrannosaurus, but you don't go Doug against a Doug is not a defensive switch. It's not. It's not. I'll throw out the T-Bolt now that there's no Doug to worry about. Objectively speaking. There's no Doug to worry about objectively. In a very objective sense, there isn't. I'm going to throw out an Ice Beam that's net damage, but I'm, of course, not very pleased about where this is going long term. We toxic that. Celebi's... the team's all over the place. It's sort of a bit of everything, isn't it? Wouldn't this guy have been a bit better against my Gengar than the Doug and the Suicune and the Skarmory? I'm not sure. I'm not so sure anymore. And I hope no one asks me any more questions about it. Okay, I want my Unown to kill this. If possible, that would be very fun for me. That'll be a lot of fun for me if Unown could get the KO. I got defense and enough speed to outrun bulky BKC Tar. Maybe you just say F that and go full defense. I think I live... I feel like the Tyrannosif would surely... I think the Tyrannosif would surely dance in the face of Unown with, like, hubris on its side and stuff like that, you know? With hubris to speak of, I think that's likely. Not sure what the course of action is here. Something good, I hope. I guess it's a Blissey in. What's going to happen? Taunt could come down, explode, and then I don't even need Blissey anymore, so that's fine. Unown is... Some are saying that it's just part of the squad as a joke, and it hasn't actually achieved anything. But what if I spam HP Fight right here? So the Celebi slowly dies to poison, and if they ever switch to Tyrannosif, they're dead in one hit. How about that? How about that? Okay, no, that didn't even work. They have HP Grass. It did crit, though. So consider that they're a Lucka, right? Consider that they are a Lucka, and then I'm much more vindicated, I think. When you consider that this player is an absolute Lucka, then things really start to make more sense, you know? Things start to make a bit more sense. Top of Insects is a very strong beginning to his career with a 47-point gain. A 47-point gain. You guys know the meaning of life? I asked you guys the meaning of life recently. Meaning of life. You guys know what that is? There's interesting theories here in the Jimothy Gaming comments. The Jimothy Gaming community has a lot of thoughts on this matter. I'm slower than Magneton. I knew that much. I didn't know that I would die to T-Bot. I suppose I should have known that. Suppose I should have known it. In retrospect, it's obvious. You could go Tyrannosif right here, honestly speaking. It's the Blast should KO. You've lost your mag despite... Oh, Angry Garfield is here. Jimothy, are you just running this team as an excuse to play Big 5 because everybody expects you to play funny stuff and no one ever wants to watch you play like normal Scum Bliss Swampert, which is my favorite kind of team, is just very normal. And yet I've made myself known as the guy who runs funny muck, and now that no one will let me do anything except to put on my jester hat and say, woohoo, yippee, look at me. Is that what's happening here, Jim? Are you tricking us into... This is just Big 5, Jim. It's got Unown, the Unown died instantly, and now we're just playing Big 5. Well, yes. Yes, it is. Yes, you got me. You got me. You did get me there. I know that this fella has Hidden Power Grass. I know it. They don't seem to have leftovers, though, so I'm gaining footing. They're not gaining footing. Cross Chop Sif. I don't buy it. I don't buy it for a minute. I'm going Gungwe as a midpoint. You're going to HP Grass or Cross Chop. Don't tell me you're Choice Banded. If you're Choice Banded, you collect the buzz. I'm disappointed. It actually might be because it's Magneton as a teammate. Oh, I see that they're pretending to be the gym leader from the game. I understand what's happening. They are pretending to be the gym leader from Pokemon. I think I just stomach HP Grass. Oh, I'm faster? Wasn't I not faster? No, I'm literally faster. We have Manectric. I don't think Manectric hits Bliss with anything. I don't think so. This is a good battle between us. This is good. I like the big five. I like them. I'm fond of them. I'm sick of pretending I'm not. I'm sick of pretending I'm not. You know what people get wrong about me and about Gen 3 is that they think I like Gen 3 because you can run Funny Furret. No, I like Gen 3 because the top Pokemon are all my favorite. They're all wonderful. I like Tyrannosif is far cooler than 90% of Pokemon. And you guys don't want to admit it because it's too obvious, because he's number one. But Tyrannosif is so much cooler than, like, Manectric, for example. Manectric is achieving nothing. Manectric just did nothing. It did less than dirt. Tyrannosif, on the other hand, is my hero, okay? Tyrannosif is my hero. Tyrannosif is the one for me. He's the one for me, okay? It's tough to admit, but sometimes that's the case. Iron Tail almost got it. If it hit, it would have done something. It would have done less than nothing. I can say that for a fact. I can say that for a fact. So you think this is a child and that children are still playing, you know, regular old Pokemon Emerald? Or is that what's happening here? There's a child who played Pokemon Emerald and wants to be Watson from the gym? If this is an adult, I think that's very strange behavior. To be like, if you're 20 or older and you're playing as the gym leader, that's odd. But if this is a child, that bodes well for humanity. That there's a child still playing Gen 3 Pokemon. They are not playing Roblox. They are not playing. No, this guy's called Demo Man TF2. Is a child making a TF2 reference? And this might be like a 20-plus-year-old player using Morville Watson team. To make a reference to TF2, I think you cannot be. Is it possible? Well, children shouldn't be playing TF2 to begin with. That's a violent video game. I just get who the hell knew that Ancient Power makes contact? That's the first time I've ever seen that one. That's crazy. Do you folks know that one? That's a world first. That is a world first, I think. Static chance on an Ancient Power in this world we live in. You guys live in the world or nah? What do you folks have to say about meaning of life? Depends on the life. The meaning of life to a Skarmory is to make layers. To a Sif, creating a permanent sandstorm. To a gym, to queue for Gen 3 Ubers. That's very interesting. You think it's a stupid question to ask of the meaning of life? Isn't that stupid? I'm stupid for asking it. Aren't there multiple meanings? Can't I make up? I could just make it up. I could say the meaning of life is anything I want it to be. My meaning of life is to one day find myself paying 45 quid for a tub of insects and eating each one and savoring each insect. It's my favorite meal in the world, is tub of insects. I want to eat the insects. I want them. I derive meaning from this. I derive meaning from that. What's up with the Skarm lead? There's a lot of Skarm leads in low ladder. I guess they're all using... Maybe this is the UD team. That would make sense. Oh, it's got Peck there. Well, wouldn't you know it? It's got... Well, that's a very annoying Fire Blast miss and a HP ground. That's a rather annoying Fire Blast miss right there. It's okay though. I can stomach this kind of thing. Is this like Yawn? Is it Focus Punch? Do you think? I don't think Blastoise gets that. I think Blastoise gets that. I think Blastoise lives in heaven because he's in fear of like threats in the wild or something like that? Like threats in the wild? You know, I could bring in Unown right here, and Unown would have a reason to be in the field. Unown would have a purpose. You know, I could do that. And they could try to stop me, but I wouldn't let them stop me. Is that Pasuta? Why don't we see? Why don't we find out? You reckon I go... I'm actually gonna... I don't know what to do, actually. Oh, okay, I clicked Thunderbolt and KO to Blastoise, so I wasn't trying to do that. I thought that this was Pasuta and as if... I thought I was accepting my death. No, I was actually getting another KO, because I'm great. I'm good at that. I'm good at it. I think that I'm going to gear for an unknown HP fight against this Tyranitar. That's going to be a big moment for me. That's going to be a chief moment of my life, I think. That's going to be good. I'm looking ahead at that, and I'm anticipating it, and I'm anticipating it, and I'm... And I'm as right as rain. Do you think Skarmory's purpose in life is actually to make layers? Or that's just like what he's best at, and therefore it's as if he doesn't have a choice in what his life is about. Like he's the guy who makes layers, and that's all he is. And then he has to do that because to not make layers with a Skarmory it's like you're not even worth anything. Is our meaning tied to our greatest skills and the value someone else could get from those skills, or can I make my meaning myself? Does my enjoyment matter, or is it just my skill set that matters? What if Skarmory wants not to make layers? What if he wants to do something else? He's the best guy in the entire world at making layers, but what if... Have we ever asked him what he's up to and like what he wants and stuff like that? That's Arcanine. You're gonna click Howl? You actually did. I predicted that. I predicted that one. I predicted the Howl on the Protect too, but who cares about predictions in a world where misses are just as self-evident? You reckon Explode KOs that? Might lose off that. That's rough. Maybe I Quake instead. They just Quake twice and you're good. No need to take the risk. No need to take the risk, possibly? I lose, dude. I lose. Doesn't really matter. It's like, that doesn't really matter that I lose, but I do lose. Like, I don't really care too much about the fact that I've lost here, but I should have done this first, and then I could have got the Unown KO. And that would have been cool. I don't lose, actually. I don't lose. I win. I'm fine. I'm a tub of insects. If I lost, I would have, you know, kept going. I would have kept on with everything. I would have kept on. You think if I lost there that it would have mattered? Probably not. Probably not. Gen 3 low ladder suck, says my opponent in their own name. Their name is a message to the greater Gen 3 low ladder that they suck. And I think that they're feeling that with the presence of an Unown on the field. Doesn't shiny zap mean it can't learn button pass or something? So I can safely go to Blissey because it literally cannot BP to Doug, I think. I don't know if I'm making stuff up, but I hope not. I'm gonna hope not. What do you guys think regarding meaning of life? Let's see some more. Do you think Muck hides in heaven, says Sickles? They've counteracted my question with another question. Does Muck hide in heaven? Like he's not staying in heaven. He doesn't live there of his own choice. He's hiding from something. But from what? HP, we got Focus Punch. Doing 50. Isn't that literally... Isn't that damn band damage right there? Isn't that band damage? Right about there? Is that not the case? I think you're banded. That's my opinion. My opinion, you are banded. Toxic Zap? Yeah. I think I Toxic and it's a pretty good move, but it's possible I get dugged. I'm gonna go Swamp at mid-ground. I actually called out the get dugged moment. Imagine calling it out successfully. That's a success story for Jim. I had Quake here because... I was going to say I think Milo comes in for sure. I don't think Zap would risk a... I did not think Zap would risk such a scenario. Honestly. I didn't think so. I don't think Zap would risk taking a pump is what I'm trying to speak. I'm trying to speak and the words don't come out. They don't. I could have Toxic'd when I had my Skarmory in. It was a bit of... I don't know if I want Skarm to take that much. Not here, not now. Raw? No, Beam is very safe. Beam is very good. Beam is great here. This could be Rest Zap, actually. You know, this could be Rest... You know what? Last is Rest on this. I know who this is. This is Rest Zap. Through and through right here. That's Rest Zap all the way down. That one. I'm going to layer up as soon as I possibly humanly can. To layer up is imperative in this matchup. Refresh Claydol? Question mark. Refresh Claydol? I think we're playing a real game here. There's a real opponent. They do have the shiny zap is... Maybe is this shiny zap some sort of mind game? To signal to the enemy for some reason you want to signal to them that you don't have BP. Intentionally. I thought they might psychic that time. I'm so clearly Gengar last. In the eyes of any know-it-all. Here's where I go swamp it. And I Hydro Pump. I think. Milo in is very, very logical. We're playing against Milo, Claydol, Doug. Bit of a Storly team, but it does have the banned Tar Breaker. This is a lot of mental energy for a 1000 rated battle. I must admit it. I'm gonna soft boil here. I've not revealed yet that I have Thunderbolt. That could be great information for... That could be great for later. Be fantastic for later. Here's where I do what's called a gamer's maneuver. You see that one? It's what they call a gamer's maneuver. Look at the para. That's nice. That's going to be disruptive. That's going to be disruptive. Are you going to rock slide here? I don't think I agree with it. You need to land the flinch for it to be good. I'm happy to trade the health for a Doug KO, making my Blissey much safer. And my Tyranno, not to mention my Tyranno. I KO'd the Milo, amazingly. Amazingly. We did it. Now right here, I could punch into it, explode. It's a bit telegraphed though. I don't know if I want to do all that. And you see now that the Milo's gone. Look how good the Hydro Pump is. Woohoo! That's just... You could view that as basically a 5v6. Unown is literally nobody. He's literally no one. Unown isn't anybody. He's not even known. He's not even known. Not a single Tyrannosif lead. This is not boding well. I would like the Unown to kill a Tyrannosif turn 1. That would be a lot of fun. This is what I've built it around. I've built it for this purpose, and it's not so far been able to fulfill the purpose that I was gunning for. So far, no. Clicking T-Bolt's a bit of a risk, but I'll do it regardless. A meta? Are you gonna blow up? You don't have a lefties. You're gonna click explosion, aren't you? Should I go Gengar just to... Like, maybe it'll result in me feeling something as a person? No, you mashed. Damn, and you got an attack raise. Damn. Well, maybe there's a mag also. Is the worst of all worlds? Worst of every world? I do get 2 layers though. That's good. Unknown value? You reckon unknown value is cool? Get some unknown value. I wanted to feel something by going to the Gengar. Not a good move, but I did want to feel something. That's what I wanted. I actually lived that. Wait, we're getting We're getting like pretty good unknown value right here. This is pretty. We literally did 46 to a fella and we lived. That's. Is that more value than unknown's ever seen? I think literally, yeah. Oh, is this... Are you earnestly mixed Tyrannosif? You are, dude. That's unbelievable. I KO you, I think. Yes. Is that crazy or what? What kind of Herosif are you, dude? What kind are you? Oh, it's actually that? Damn it. I thought it was banned or something. I think this is blue offense, I know, but do they always run the sub-select hero? Do they have weather clear? They better. Like, they'd better have it. Otherwise... You know. Like, who are we? I lose. I lose, but who asked? I can dodge every hit here, possibly. My first tub of insects loss is to just regular old blue offense. That's not good. It was largely because I threw away the Gungwei. Should probably just go Skarm there next time. How long's it? 31 minutes, not a single Tyrannosif. I thought I liked Tyrannosif. I thought Tyrannosif was like a friend of mine, but I guess not exactly. Got a Skarm Mag Gamer that we're presently up against. You think I won't take that? Toxic you clicked? That's ill-advised. I believe that to be ill-advised. Toxic on turn 1 was also madness by this individual. You make a layer and there's no arguments. There's no counter argument. You make a layer there. Okay, this player is... You know what? When I was new to Gen 3, the Guacamole Tyrannosif soloed my team more times than I'd like to admit. So it's just a guacamole moment. It's... for this video to be allowed to exist, I think we need to hit the damn unknown KO once. Tell me it's a Tyrannosif. It's a Zap again. We gotta get... Well, I'm gonna try and double it in. To best of my ability, we're gonna try and get this damned KO that I've designed my whole life around. I would truly love to get this KO. Unknown against Tyranno. At the moment, I think it's all I want. Like, at all. Is this. I want only this. Alright, do they... If you have a Magneton, so be it, I think. Oh, you got Blast? Why did that do a lot? What the hell? Why did that do significant? What's up with that? They don't know about guacamole. They haven't heard of guacamole. They have not heard of guacamole. They haven't heard of it. It's a popular spread in Mexican cuisine. The information hasn't reached this person yet that guacamole exists. They don't know about all that. Dynamic punch, you evil piece of... You piece of junk. What are you talking about? Is this how it ends? Is this how it's going to end? We're going to be we get dynamic punched. Is this how it ends for Jim? We can T-bolt here. Fire punch is better because it's Celebi. Zap in. I don't know, bring in the Skarmory? Make another layer, why don't I? We get HP Fire? Look at second layer. Who's laughing now? Uh-oh. This could be bad. This could be very bad. Where are you going with that calm mind? Where are you going with that calm mind? Where are you going? Where do you think you're going with that calm mind? Snorlax? I think it's time for Unknown's insane gambit, dude. I think I think Unknown was made for this right here. I think this is Unknown's big time. I can't believe we stomach the bodies. I guess I have defense investment, so that's helping me. That's objective unknown value right there. We're 1v1ing a damned Snorlax. It's kind of unbelievable. It's like a little bit unbelievable. Some are choosing not to believe that this has happened. I T-bolt here. Some are just putting their fingers in their ears saying, la 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 la, this is not real, this is not real. That's why we T-bolt. It's more damage on Zap, and Celebi gets the 2-shot anyway. I think Ice Punch gets you. Fire Punch, same difference. Same thing. Might as well. We haven't revealed it. Maybe we'd catch something in the back. Jirachi's gone anyway. Well, that's quite triumphant of Unknown to get a literally save me against Snorlax. Unknown Doubters are feeling a little bit stupid right about now. Unknown Doubters are feeling a little bit dumb. Tell you what my meaning of life is. Daily food guesser. That's my meaning of life. And look at this delightful little bread roll and a... Is that mashed potatoes? It sounds like a very simple dish, but the photograph is lovely. It's a nice photograph. This is a stock image that you'd see at a... I don't even know, the website of a cafe down the road or something. Haddock? What is haddock? Isn't that a... That's a type of fish. Onions, muck? No, not muck. Milk. Not muck. Not everything's about Pokemon, Jimothy. There's other things on Earth, like milk. This dish involves poaching smoked haddock in milk. That sounds disgusting, actually. Milk and fish? I don't know. That doesn't sit right with me. Is it like chowder or something? No, that's a clam. I think chowder is made of... Chowder is made of clams. Good. I had a tongue twister right there. This is made in, like, Sweden because they ate fish in ancient times or something. This is made in the Netherlands. Cullen skink. We're hot. It's up yonder. This is Germany. Eh? What's over yonder? What the hell's over yonder in... Is it like Scotland or something? United Kingdom. It's United Kingdom. They got Cullen skink. Good work, UK. Good work. Good work. Just kidding. Looks gross. Looks gross. Good photo, though. The photo was good. You made it look better than it was. Rice, raw fish, lettuce, gochujang. Gochujang is a Korean sauce. I'm guessing Korea. It's some sort of fish tartare. Gotta be honest. I'm not yet sold on any raw items except. I can accept raw oysters. That's the only one I can accept so far. Raw fish, I'm not a fan of. Isn't it possible that could have like a little worm in there that gives you, that like eats your whole body from the inside? There's like a little worm living in the raw fish. It's possible, right? Isn't it possible? I think it's possible. Almond sugar. This is a cake. This could be any country in Europe ever. It has a sword on it, which means it's from... Yeah, sugar, eggs, butter, powdered sugar optional. This is any country, and I'm going Germany first. We're warm. That is, that borders Tata de Santiago. That sounds Spanish to me. And wouldn't you know it, I'm a foodie genius. They're calling me a super foodie. And if that's the case, I should be a tub of insects sweep on today's Scrandle. Today's Scrandle should be easy. This is a game wherein you try to pick which food is more popular, factoring in such elements as the price and the flavor and the value. Which is more favorable? This is buffalo fried chicken burger or lumpia, spring rolls and leek with a tomato sauce for 50 cents. From... Is that Indonesia? The value on the lumpia is far better. Spring rolls and leek with the tomato sauce. The 50... 0.5 British pound versus 12 British pound. I think most would agree this looks yummier. But the deal is unbelievable on that. Are you kidding me? You're going to pay like 24x for the... You're paying 24x for that? Aren't we factoring in value? Aren't we factoring in value? I guess that... You know what? That was actually a pretty... How much is 12 British pounds in AUD? I think it's like a lot, actually. The British pound is worth quite a bit. Buffalo chicken sandwich and fries versus Nutella donut. Well, this is a difficult one to evaluate, because one's a lunch, one's like a sweet treat. I probably would click on the... I would click on the chicken. What do you... Okay, the donut... This time the donut wins. The donut... The cheaper one wins that time. Whoops. Currywurst with bread. Or buffalo wings and chips. Okay, what is it, buddy? Are we going value or... This looks... It's almost half as much. It's almost half as much. Where's tub of insects? The tub of insects would... Chicken and chips or sausages and chips? I'm a chicken preferer. It's cheaper and better. There you go. I finally got one. I finally understand people. Horseradish and red onion on bread versus lamb keema fries for 10 pound. I think it's that because the price doesn't matter. You'll pay $50 for a slice of pepperoni pizza in this game. No one cares about value. Those spring rolls were like... That was... The value on that was incredible. No one gives a hoot about that. These are equal in price, so it's purely on... This is just called Lunchbox, and it's... Oh, it's like a bento box that looks like some sort of fish. Hog roast roll and crackling. These are both solid. For the price of a mere 6 British pounds, you're getting a more balanced meal over here. But I don't know if we'd want a balanced. I think this wins. Okay, never mind. Never mind. It was the bento box. Did it. Mushroom pizza, I remember you. You lost to tub of insects, I think. Duck loaded fries is a winner for me. That's a winner for me. Katsu curry or a cheese dog. The slice of American cheese in the middle is atrocious. That's no good. This katsu curry comes with a little bread. The katsu curry clears at 21 percentile. That's about right, dude. That was atrocious. Sausage for €5, the largest, most comically long sausage yet. Versus the Fleet Street burger. For only 1 additional pound, you're getting... What I believe... Okay, they're both actually comically difficult to eat, I think. This is a very large burger with a bunch of stuff in it, but... You're getting like a chore with... Unless you cut it in half and give it to a friend. This is like... How are you even carrying this around? That you inconveniencing yourself by buying that. We're clicking on the damn burger. At least this is a more sensical meal. Goodness. And now we got pork necks. Is the beer included, dude? Okay, sausage and chips has no chance. Are you kidding? Pork neck steak, absolutely. With a bun and a pint, it includes... Is this a genuine... You can get for £8 a beer and a bun and a steak. That's all you need. There's that guy from the Instagram reel who says it's Happy Friday and... What does he say? He says some funny stuff. We have locked up our doors. We have logged off our computers and all that. We have headed to the pub for a cheeky pint. And a bun and a steak. And it's only £8. Everybody. For a mere £8. That's what UK people call money, isn't it? Quid. And it sounds very fancy when they say it. Well, thank you for watching, folks. Unown got objective value. Plus I found the meaning of life. It's to make layers, I think. Wing Wambit? Yeah, that sounds about right. The meaning of life is to watch Jimothy Cool and Jimothy Gaming? That's damn true. What better way to spend your limited time on Earth than watching Jimothy Cool click on a tub of insects? What better way? Thank you.